Hey, how are you? I can see the notification just coming here now. And now I'm going to talk to you about selling again. I'm always going to talk about selling, but specifically speaking, I'm going to talk about the part of the psychology of selling. And that's really what I'm passionate about. So, about my story, how did I at least get here? So many people are surprised and confused. Um, I was 17 or so. I was 17 and I was in a scenario when I was in my house and I was obsessed. All my life I've been obsessed. Obsessed over little things. Obsessed because I really wanted kind of to be the best ever since then. I don't know if it was an ego thing or maybe it was not, but I was really obsessed. And because of that, I was obsessed about the girl that I would like. I was obsessed about the gym that I would go in. I was obsessed about health. I was obsessed about everything, and it would bring me problems, especially in the relationship side. All right, I had kind of issues in there, but I knew that obsession to give more than I ever expected to receive wasn't the problem. It was all the other stuff. And then I went to this event from Tony Robbins. I fast forward about a year ago, studying in Italy abroad, and I was really inspired by everything that that person told me. It was an online event. It's Challenge New World New You because of COVID, and she basically told me, in other words, he kind of inspired me to um, take this obsession that I have to and put it on business. Ever since then, I've been inspired to do all of this. Like I've been really inspired to do this. Is I don't feel empty because of doing this every single day. That's why I do it. It's not just about, of course, we love money. Don't get me wrong. I do absolutely love it. Like all the things it grants, I love it. It's like, why is the sky blue? Right? Do I love money? Yes. But I also love the opportunity of service that I can provide for people because there's multiple ways to make money. But I found this to be the best because it fulfills me the most. I love the psychology of marketing. I love the psychology of entrepreneurship. I love the psychology of selling. Now, we've talked about this, how selling is service, but let's just dive in just for you to see a bit that what from what directions I'm heading here. So, Anthony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, I talked much about these guys. They're kind of my role models, to be honest. I learned a lot from them. Up to this point, I've learned kind of the equivalent of 50 books, but not just from them, other people as well, across this year. And if there was this product that they were selling me, Dean Graziosi especially, if Dean Graziosi wouldn't have sold me Project Next, one of the best courses I have ever bought, which not only did show me how to make money online in the most shortest way possible from the best in the world, even tackling my my biases for me so I can take action. But it also taught me how to be more open in life, right? We have to understand that business is not just making money. Business is a journey. This is the beginning of a journey. It's about who you become. Of course, this is not like this Instagram captions, but it's really about who you become. I'll tell like in analysis. Before I started this, I was kind of pushed over by girls. One, I was not fit because I was in Italy. I was could barely even speak clearly. I was completely alone. I was kind of depressed, and I would bite my fingertips. I would not wash. Couldn't even tie my shoes. Right. I still, up to this day, I still can't tie my shoes. It's very hard for me to tie my shoes properly, right? Business was away from me. Now I wash myself with cold shower every single day because of business. Because of business, I've been able to talk in a way that influences people, talk in a way that touches people in the people's lives. I have the ability to influence people because of the biases I've learned. I have the ability to help them at the highest level. I have the ability to not be influenced by news, by negative stuff, because I know what biases they're using. It doesn't have an effect on me anymore. I I have been like I'm more clean. I have more hygiene. I create my own style. I have my own clothes. Of course, I did. I wasn't going naked in there before, but now I have my own style. I have my own walk. I don't care what other people think. At the deepest level, I'm the most carefree person I know, and I can go on and on. I know how to do SEO. I know the psychology of high status. I know um, how to create discipline. I'm the most disciplined person. I don't want to brag, but all these things came from this journey of business, just getting bigger one step at a time. The psychology called Kaizen. How do you eat an elephant? One step at a time. So these little shifts that you make every single day, and one day, uh, when you look back, one day, it's like from here to here, just one this little string, and you go back and you say, "Wow, these little choices, this little shift that I made put me here instead of here, instead of doing nothing, instead of focusing on what's wrong." So business did that for me. Business did that, not feeling empty for me inside. And especially, I want you to understand this at the highest level. If Dean Graziosi wouldn't have sold me Project Next, would I be here today? No. Would my life be impacted? No. I'll be still focusing on what's wrong, just going on a subject I didn't even like. I will be studying 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day for something I hated. My soul would be consumed. That's why I'm saying selling is absolute service, and not just that, it's an obligation for you to sell. Picture this, it's and who's our ideal customer? Most of the time, our ideal customer is you of 5 years ago. So picture you of 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, before that mess happened, right? Because we all have a mess that became our message. But picture that person 5 years ago. That was you. Imagine if you had the chance, God was being gentle with you, and you had the chance to meet him. Just one interaction. What would you say to him? Would you say him just go this way? If you don't want, don't? No! At least I would grab him out and just make him stay. You stay here until I tell you how it is and what you should do. That is the essence of service, right? When you are selling someone, picture that you're talking to that version of yourself. It's not maybe you 5 years ago, but imagine the identity of your ideal customer, and you see like you're talking to him specifically, and you know that by not selling him what you're selling, you're making him a disservice at the highest level. You're screwing them over. That is the psychology of selling. And it's true. It's not just something you would believe in to make you feel better. It's true. You're making the change because if they don't buy to you, I'll tell you what, they're gonna just gonna buy from someone else that do not have doesn't have the skills you do. Maybe on what you do or what you offer, maybe not the best product, the best thing that serves them, but they just know some better marketing tips. Maybe they don't even do that, but just have the courage to go out there and sell, right? So I'm gonna invite you. Whatever you want, you can have. This is not just some inspiration, motivational talk, but really, whatever you want, you can have. The only reason why you don't have it is because of two things: commitment and mindset. And yeah, there's two things to business: commitment it needs and time it takes, and the mindset of it. So if you go to someone and say to him, um, you wouldn't want to buy this from me, would you? Maybe you don't physically say it, but the way you speak kind of says that. Someone still is gonna buy it because they don't want a kid. They don't want your kids to starve. But you can't scare. They can't brand like that. And in your mind, you're like, "What? Okay, I'm opening Instagram. Okay, I'm not gonna go your level. I'm not gonna go live, but I'm not gonna wonder like you do. Who's that guy that just goes into my life once and pops out and saves my Instagram posts? Like it's crazy, but you at least have an effort. Greatness. Everyone has his own pace. I'm not telling you to go and live on TikTok. Maybe that's not what you want to do, but you can create. You have your dream. You have your passion, and the only way you can make that real is usually by advertising. And there's two ways to advertise. Either you do it yourself or you pay someone to do it. If you would pay someone to do it, I think we're one of the best. I'm not. We're not the best, but one of the best for you. And if you would like to check us, the website is below. Especially in Instagram, we rock it. I'm telling you, we rock it. We have a network of 1.5 billion people. Work with 5,000 companies. I'm not just trying to sell. I truly mean it, and you know that because of all the speech I gave. But if you want to do it alone, start with your Instagram. People are there. Start with your outreach. Start somewhere, but start now. Because all repetition is fathered or mothered by a decision. Our discipline is fathered or mothered by a decision. Once you make that decision, and what to make a decision is to cut off from anything else that could contradict to this. This comes from Latin, which means to cut off from anything else that would disregard to this. Then you're gonna follow through, and I just talk a good game like everyone does. I hope you've been served in these 13 minutes, 14 minutes. I have no script here. And as you see, I'm being passionate with you, but don't just let this another video. Implement this stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. And subscribe! Tell friends you've seen this. Subscribe for frick's sake. You don't even appreciate me on my spending my precious asset, which is time to teach here. Just kidding. Subscribe because I know I've promised I'm going to explain those biases. I'm just laying them down for a second. And then I'm going to get serious. But when I do, I want you to use them for service. Because if you don't, if I understand that you don't, that information is going to go down. See you on the next one.